I don't know what it is, but like, oh, is it cucumbers you put on your eyes and it makes your bags go away? I have perpetual bags. I don't know when it's like daytime and not daytime, and sleep schedules are fucked, and lots of days off, and I'm rolling with it. But I have stopped thinking about it. You know why? Because I put out all this shit before. I was like, blah 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 blah. Want to help the world, blah 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 blah. Yeah, let's do a class, blah 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 blah. I think I got like maybe 3-4 emails, so it's not any better than it was before. Meaning, the 12 people that watched it before, and maybe the 12 people after, maybe the 12 people currently, there's not more than 12, so there's no point in redoing all of this. Sorry if you've been waiting for this. Sorry if you're looking for a response from me via email or something. One of these days I'll get to it. Like, I'm gonna email Buddy because he's like fucking solid. I logged into the Patreon for the PayPal. Logged into PayPal for the first time, and I was like, whoa, cool. Got like backup rent or something. I'm like, that could always be needed. But COVID time. I don't know. Ain't nothing to say. You guys are so far behind that you need time to catch up, and I don't know how to attack the plan. The plan of attack is this. It's simple. What I've been doing lately is I got a new lamp. Look at that lampy lamp. Articulating arm with like a fucking wire and a spring to like keep it tight and contained over on top of my table where I play with my miniatures. And I bought more miniatures, and I think I have 2 armies worth now for the kids, like one for him, one for her, both like low point values, and I'm gonna be magnetizing the shit out of them. And I actually took like the spare leftover, like dragons might have wingaling dings, wingaling dings. What does he say in that strong bad email? He goes, a wingaling dragon. So I got these wingalings that I didn't use on my dragon because he doesn't have wings. So I had these wing pieces. So I put them in a toaster oven at 250 for about 20 minutes, and then they were all 3D, and they all melted flat. And what I do is I'm going to cut little circles out of those and use them as bases for my dudes. I've been crafty. I like arts and crafts. Hail arts and crafts. If you don't know what arts and crafts are, I don't know. So, I'm sitting here, got a little help. I haven't touched any of the money that I've been given for help. It's there. It's sitting there for a rainy day or something. I don't know. I got an articulating arm. Imagine I had more articulating arms that had microphones and cameras on them and we did a podcast, but I don't know. Last 2 podcasts from Joe Rogan have been pretty shitty. I mean, Kanye West, we are all now dumber for having heard you speak. That's kind of where I feel like Billy Madison. What is that? And may God rest mercy on your soul or something like that. What does he say? And may God have mercy on your soul. We all dumber for hearing that. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. That's why I felt after the Kanye West podcast. So the number 3 candidate is obviously retarded. Like, he should not. Because you have money doesn't mean you're smart. Because you have money doesn't mean you're able to lead. If there's a lesson to be known, yeah, go hire Oprah next to be the president. Not Kanye. Don't re-elect Trump. Oh, get Joe Biden, the fucking guy who's like out in another dimension that's not this one. Because he's so fucking old. You kidding me? If you don't know what the internet is and don't have thumb dexterity, you should not be president. Thumb dexterity is key. I don't know. I look at the Canadian politics, look at the American politics, and I'm like, wow, you guys are like fucking far behind in an older society. You guys don't have it fucking worked out yet? Really? Really? That's fucking pathetic. But that's just me. And then you got you got what's this? Infowars. Alex Jones on the other day talking about more Kabbalah shit, and they can't get enough about that owl Moloch. There's actually a unit in the Tyranid army that I'm painting. I actually bought him. I actually have the model called Moloch, Mawloc. Moloch. So the Tyranids have the YM-ARGL factor, the Yamargol factor, which is the 1 of 1 to 7 to 13 of 110 to 21 43 factor, and they also have whatever it is I just said. Yeah. So much I care, so much I'm thinking about it. Dude, I have like a bunch of music that I'm ready to like edit and stuff, but I don't want to because I still think it's over your head. No one gets it yet. You don't see the importance of cellular mathematics because you don't understand the importance of cellular mathematics. Like even a professor or a teacher doesn't understand. Like, hey, look at this new math. Look at how this is all like synchronistic. Look at this. Look at this like, reckoner. You reckon? Man, I wish I had money to give someone to like trump or stump my reckoner. I'd be totally into that. I've been watching a lot of battle reports, which is Warhammer 40,000 battle reports, and the Tabletop Titan guys, they're from San Francisco, and they always say, I'm into that. I'm into that. So I've been, wow, I just actually said I'm into that. That's what happens when I do nothing and fuck the dog all day. I don't know. I always like doing this. Never had the time. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to give us a game set. A bunch of magnets and things that are reposable and changeable, interchangeable. Like, dude, that's what I'm doing. I got this, like, hexagon, where the middle guy's there, but he's a 1. And then I have a unit of 5, and 5, and 5, and 5, and 5, and they, like, and then I got these wings that I melted to make flat, so they're going to be part of... So I see all these guys that are not part of the wings, they're going to have maybe a piece of a wing on their base. But like the other guys are going to be like 100% wings, so I'm not going to put those little like latsy things or slats on the base, because they're more covered. I'll just add to them. But that's what I mean. Like, guys, it's all about like understanding quadrants and shit. And I don't know, math. And, you know, I got 5 areas in the pentagram and 5 units in them with a 1 in the middle. 1, 5, 5, 115. You know, lots of things. Circle 55. Cellular math. You don't care about that because you don't have patience. And I'm an asshole. I'm not a very good teacher. Sorry. I didn't think I was doing this at the beginning. What do we want to do? I'm going to like retell stories of old videos. Wow, that seems boring. That seems boring as fuck, bitch. I don't want to smoke that. The reason I don't want to smoke that is because it keeps going out. That seems like a pain in the ass. A little less of a pain in the ass than actually cutting up a wing into circles. And then, like, what I plan on doing is getting, like, for sale signs made of, like, something plastoplast? No, like, the lecturing signs are made of chloroplast. So the chloroplast, I think, is about like at least a 1/4 inch, if not 3/8 of an inch, which is what I need. But if I glued stuff on top of 3/8 of an inch, it makes it thicker like the rest of my bases. But if I didn't glue that on and glued the bobbly wing and arm and gun parts on instead, it'd be kind of cool. And then have them standing on, like, imagine shooting a giant dragon down from the sky. Imagine there's a dragon lady. Dragon lady is by far the only English word that means 6, I think it's like, what, 607 in Jewish and 606 in English. Like, there's no one expression, word, or phrase that means the same thing in Jewish gematria as it does in, like, English gematria. I want to say English and not simple, but anyway. The only word in the English language that is remotely close that I found so far in all of life is dragon lady. It means 606 and 607, and 2 different ciphers of gematria. No other word I've ever found. And it's a term of endearment because fire is passion and power and, you know, like mythicalness and infiniteness and just like a whole, like, you can't even believe the power of maybe, like, fucking horse is strong. It's called horsepower for a reason. And fucking dragon is a lot more than a horse. I'm just saying, if a fucking dragon existed, it'd blow your fucking mind. Like, so, lady, Lady! What's that show? Lady! I'm not that old. I'm old. I'm like 1,000 years old. Maybe more. But the lady! I don't know who that is. Maybe Simpsons made a reference to it. That's why I know of it. But I don't know. Fucking lady. Yeah, I have no idea how to go forward. Which is why I sit here in this. I eat a lot of sandwiches. I don't know. I sleep a lot. Sleep okay. If I sleep during the day, you know, this road, a lot of traffic. You get your best sleep during about the noon hour. That's when everyone on the main strip is being not an asshole. And they're being appropriate. They're not driving up and down with their motorcycles and cars being dickheads or yelling and fighting in the streets because it's noon hour. This is when you're appropriate. So the best time to sleep where I live is around noon hour. You can sleep all the time, but I'm just saying, like, pretty rowdy sometimes. It's getting colder. It's going to be a long December, and there's reasons to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. Can't remember the last time. I don't know. Days go by so fast. Yeah, long December. It's going to be a long winter, yeah. Get settled, get bunkered in. I don't know. Get a fucking hobby. Start cooking. Like, literally, I want to do I wish I could, like, just record my whole life all the time. I don't know, I'd be a lot more productive, I think, if I had an audience. Like, I'd be way better at working at these. Be way more better at cooking, because there'd be, like, an audience to cook for. You gotta cook good, and you gotta clean. So you gotta be clean, you gotta have your laundry done. You gotta have your fucking meals done. You gotta have your, hobbies going. You gotta have everyone smiling and happy. I used to do that all the time. I don't do that. I sit here and wallow in silence, because I can't listen to music all the time. I do. Stack of paper. Alright. The songs you should listen to for homework are, I have Frank number 2, because I had a Frank Sinatra album, and there was a song on it. I didn't even write the song down. I know it's not, fly me to the moon, let me play amongst the stars. The moon is the 7, the stars are the 28. Fly me to the 7, let me play amongst the 28. Let me see what life is like on 3 and 8. Because 3 is Jupiter and Mars is 8. In other words, I was listening to, and I think it was A Night at the Opera by Queen as an album. And their number 1 song, I just wrote that. There's a Neil Young song where it's like white and beige and he's got a cowboy hat on. And I wrote song 2 or 3. There Comes a Time, I think is the name of the album. There Comes a Time. It's not that song, but it's like song 2 or 3 off, I think, side A of that album. And then I put Queen again, Queen Decode. So there's 3 songs. Maybe the 4th song is something else from something that I forget because I didn't write down. Gotta write things down. But we're getting kind of, yeah. Yeah, guy, this is awesome. Mark Knopfler guy. This is 2018. Nobody does that. Yeah, nobody does that. Like me. Nobody does this. Nobody does this. I don't know. So, I just thought I'd give you an update. Dude, like, huge super props to my man. I don't want to say your name. I don't know, you don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. But there's this man out there that keeps saying, like, here's some donations. And he's like, give me a donation for beer and to chill. And I was like, interesting. I don't like when people say I do good. I kind of, like, fuck off. Like, I'm just doing what I'm here to do. Because I do good doesn't mean I want good back. But it's like this thing I gotta learn about being on the bottom and like how to get maybe to the top. Kind of gotta accept a little bit of the good and the bad maybe. But I don't know. Nothing talking about math here. I'm just saying being me. I have a bunch of hobbies. I'm thinking about it. I'm watching Californication, which is like he's trying to write a novel and he hasn't written in a long time. Minus the sex, that character is me. And then I'm watching Dead Like Me. Just random shit they have for $5 at the corner. So, I love life. It's very random and fun and surprising. Sometimes.